today we're presenting our project called Nutritional Literacy Initiative, and we're empowering students with the nutritional knowledge to fuel healthier futures. So the problem at hand is the lack of nutritional education and nutritional literacy among adolescents and young adults. And for reference, nutritional literacy is the cognitive ability to select healthy foods, develop effective eating behaviors, and understand basic dietary information. And between 49% to 89% of people in this demographic do not possess this skill. Second, we found that health classes in schools often do not teach this information. They're primarily focused on topics like drugs and alcohol, which are very important but do not negate the need for health classes to incorporate nutrition. And finally, we found that students often rely on this information coming from social media and following dietary advice that does not necessarily apply to them. And why this matters is that students' daily activities require proper fuel, especially for student athletes who are training around 10 to 15 hours per week, but also just all students, their days require a lot of different activities through school and their family, and this requires proper fueling of the body, and especially in their formative years. And not having proper nutrition impacts their athletic and academic performance, their health, and their focus. And furthermore, there are long-term consequences to this. One we found was heart disease, which has a strong correlation to improper eating.
Okay, so our solution to this problem is the Nutritional Literacy Initiative, or NLI, which is a nutrition curriculum designed to fit directly into existing health classes for ease and efficiency. Instead of schools needing to create a completely new course, our program can be added as a unit within classes that they already teach. The main focus of NLI is a real-life application. We want students to know how to make healthy decisions in everyday life, not just memorize the facts for a test. So it's divided into 4 main sections. First, students will learn nutritional foundations like understanding basic nutrients and healthy eating basics. Then they'll move into performance fueling, which teaches students how nutrition affects energy, sports performance, and recovery. Then they'll learn meal planning and budgeting skills. And finally, they'll apply everything through real-life activities like grocery shopping simulations, reading food labels, and making healthier everyday choices. What makes NLI different is that it's designed specifically for teens and based on real student experiences. As student athletes ourselves, we understand the gap between learning about health and actually applying it to daily life. Our curriculum is also easy for schools to implement because it fits into existing classes and it focuses on practical skills rather than just information.
Our business operates on a business-to-business model, meaning we work directly with schools rather than individual students or families. And schools would purchase an annual subscription to implement the curriculum within their classrooms and wellness programs. This subscription model provides schools with flexibility, including the option to renew or unsubscribe each year. In addition to the curriculum itself, we also plan to host workshops and build partnerships with educators, organizations, and community leaders to expand awareness about the importance of nutritional literacy. And by combining the curriculum access with educational outreach and partnerships, we aim to create both a sustainable business model and a long-term impact on student health and education. So our target market starts with all high school students in the United States. There are over 27,000 high schools nationwide, creating a potential market opportunity of approximately $240 to $480 million based on school level purchasing. Within that larger market, we are especially focused on private schools. There are around 3,500 to 4,000 private schools, high schools across the country, representing an estimated annual market of $30 to $60 million. And for our initial introduction, we are narrowing our focus to local pilot schools in the greater Philadelphia area. We plan to partner with about 10 to 12 schools to test implementation, gather feedback, and demonstrate measurable impact. Here's our team. Again, all experienced as multi-sport athletes and taken health class with first-hand experience on proper nutrition. So to successfully launch and grow this curriculum, there are 3 things we need. First, advisors. While we have built a strong foundation for the program, having professionals with expertise in nutritional literacy education and curriculum design would help strengthen the accuracy, quality, and long-term impact of the course. Second, funding. Small investments would allow us to continue developing the create engaging materials, and support implementation costs as we expand. And finally, pilot schools. We are looking for schools willing to partner with us and test the curriculum in real classrooms. These partnerships will help us gather feedback, measure outcomes, and ensure the program is effective before scaling to a larger audience. Thank you.
Thank you.